Imagine an aircraft carrier that never touches the waves, complete with a fleet of jets and drones floating silently above the Earth. From this lofty vantage point, swarms of UAVs could be launched to strike anywhere in minutes. No longer confined to the limits of ocean waves and landing strips, the fighting potential is limitless. Join us as we explore America's flying aircraft carrier project that could propel aviation to new heights. Picture a massive aircraft soaring high above the clouds, carrying a fleet of fighter jets ready to unleash their might at any moment. It may sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but believe it or not, the concept of airborne aircraft carriers has piqued the interest of engineers and military strategists for decades. So, what exactly is an airborne aircraft carrier? In simple terms, it's a flying platform that serves as a launch and recovery base for other aircraft. These airborne carriers come in various shapes and sizes, from airships to specially modified bomber planes. They're designed to carry, launch, and retrieve fighter aircraft, drones, and other unmanned aerial vehicles, extending their operational range and enhancing their capabilities. The idea of airborne aircraft carriers might seem futuristic, but its roots trace back to the early 20th century, when aviation was in its infancy. Visionary minds dreamed of extending the reach of aerial operations beyond the limitations of traditional airfields and naval vessels. Among the earliest contenders in this quest were the USS Akron and USS Macon, colossal helium-filled airships built in the 1930s. Designed by the United States Navy, these airships were intended to carry a fleet of biplane fighters within their hangars. By deploying and recovering aircraft while in flight, they aimed to enhance the Navy's reconnaissance and defense capabilities. Though the concept showed promise, it faced challenges, including the vulnerability of hydrogen-filled airships, and eventually saw limited deployment. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, the advent of jet propulsion revitalized interest in flying aircraft carriers. Jet engines offered increased speed, performance, and extended range, opening new possibilities for airborne platforms. Jet-powered aircraft carriers like the USS Forrestal demonstrated the potential of jet aircraft to revolutionize naval aviation. During the Cold War, the competition for military supremacy drove further exploration of unconventional concepts, including airborne aircraft carriers. Projects like Project FICON and the GRB-36 F-84 program emerged, aiming to launch and recover fighter aircraft from strategic bombers. Though these endeavors showcased technical advancements, practical limitations led to their limited deployment. As jet technology matured, so did the pursuit of vertical takeoff and landing, or VTOL, capabilities. Aircraft like the Hawker Siddeley Harrier marked significant progress in operating from unconventional platforms. However, the dream of fully operational flying aircraft carriers remained elusive. Fast forward to the present day, and we find ourselves witnessing remarkable developments in traditional sea-based aircraft carriers. The United States, with its impressive fleet of carriers, surpasses all other nations combined in deck space. The USS Ford-class aircraft carriers exemplify modern naval power, featuring nuclear propulsion, advanced sensors, and the capability to host cutting-edge aircraft like the F-35C Lightning II. But how about advancements in actual flying carriers? In more recent times, the US military has explored the concept of using large cargo planes to serve as aerial platforms for launching and recovering smaller drones or other aircraft. For example, the US Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, worked on a project called Gremlins, which involved deploying and retrieving drone swarms from a C-130 transport aircraft. The Lockheed C-130 Hercules is a military transport aircraft with 4 turboprop engines, developed and manufactured by Lockheed, a U.S. aerospace company. Initially intended for troop transport, medical evacuation, and cargo missions, the C-130 has obviously proven its versatility and utility in various military operations. Aviation enthusiasts speculate that it could be the substructure for a more advanced flying aircraft carrier due to the Gremlin project. The name Gremlins is inspired by the mythical creature of folklore known for causing mechanical issues and mischief, often associated with aviation. In the context of the DARPA project, Gremlins refers to the small UAVs that can be deployed and recovered from larger carrier aircraft. The concept behind the Gremlins program is to enhance the operational flexibility and reach of military forces. The carrier aircraft would be able to carry a number of Gremlin UAVs, which can be launched at a distance from the target area to perform various missions, such as reconnaissance, surveillance, intelligence gathering, and even offensive operations. Once the mission is completed, the Gremlin UAVs would return to the aircraft carrier, where they are captured mid-air by a system, refueled, and readied for redeployment. This retrieval process is often referred to as the air recapture phase, and it presents a significant technical challenge, as it requires precise coordination between the carrier aircraft and the returning drones. The Gremlins program has been through several phases of development and testing. Demonstrations of the air recapture process have been conducted with small-scale drones and modified business jets to validate the feasibility of the concept. The project has attracted the interest of various defense contractors and technology companies, indicating the potential significance of such capabilities in future military operations. Imagine a fleet of drones ranging from reconnaissance UAVs to strike drones, all integrated into a single carrier platform. The versatility and adaptability of such a concept are awe-inspiring. Picture drone swarms coordinating in perfect harmony, executing complex missions with remarkable precision, and overcoming enemy defenses through sheer numbers and tactical brilliance. When it comes to airborne carriers, engineers face a unique set of challenges that test their skills and creativity. One of the first hurdles is ensuring that these aircraft can take off and land on a platform soaring through the skies. We're talking about short takeoff and landing, or STOL, capabilities. These aircraft need to be agile, capable of swift maneuvers on limited deck space, and perform their aerial ballet without compromising their combat prowess. And that's not all. Size and weight are critical considerations too. Imagine trying to fit a powerful aircraft onto a compact airborne platform. Engineers are like puzzle masters, meticulously balancing the aircraft's dimensions, weight, and payload capacity. It's all about optimizing without sacrificing performance, ensuring that these airborne wonders are a perfect fit for their unconventional homes. Operating from a moving airborne platform also introduces a whole new level of complexity. Stability and control become paramount during takeoff, landing, and flight operations. Advanced flight control systems are the secret sauce here, which would provide the finesse needed to glide smoothly on and off the airborne stage. While still in the realm of speculation, the advancements in drone technology have ignited discussions about the feasibility and strategic value of these unmanned airborne giants. One of the significant advantages of unmanned aircraft carriers is their extended range and endurance. Drones equipped with long-range capabilities could vastly expand the operational reach of traditional aircraft carriers. These airborne carriers could act as forward operating bases, enabling drone missions far beyond the typical operating radius of land-based operations. The integration of advanced artificial intelligence and autonomous flight systems would also add a whole new dimension to airborne operations. Unmanned aircraft guided by cutting-edge AI could conduct complex missions with reduced human oversight, operating like a symphony of automated brilliance in the vast skies. And let's not forget about the potential for unmanned air-to-air refueling. Picture this: drones supporting other drones, extending their range and mission capabilities through mid-air refueling. The skies become a canvas of cooperation, with aerial tankers ensuring their autonomous brethren never run out of fuel during critical operations. Speaking of cooperation, imagine the possibility of distributed intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, or ISR operations. Multiple unmanned aircraft launch from the same airborne carrier, working together in a choreographed dance to gather intelligence from various angles and locations. The battlefield unfolds before commanders in unprecedented detail, thanks to the synchronized efforts of these airborne sentinels. Now, let's fast forward to a future where unmanned aircraft carriers have become a reality. These magnificent airborne platforms, free from the constraints of human crew, operate autonomously, rapidly repositioning themselves themselves to respond to dynamic operational scenarios. The skies become their domain, and the agility and adaptability they bring to the battlefield redefine modern warfare. Of course, like any visionary concept, we must recognize the challenges that lie ahead. The technological maturity of advanced drone technologies and autonomous systems remains a crucial hurdle. We need robust protection measures to safeguard these unmanned platforms from cybersecurity threats and potential remote takeovers. Additionally, the interaction between human operators and unmanned systems demands careful consideration. Effective human-machine interaction is vital for mission success, safety, and decision-making processes during operations. Striking the right balance is key to unleashing the full potential of these airborne carriers. One of the most significant strategic advantages of airborne carriers is their potential to mitigate anti-access and aerial denial (A2/AD) challenges. Operating from high altitudes and distances from enemy coastlines, they might circumvent the effectiveness of advanced anti-ship missiles and other defensive measures. This advantage would ensure that U.S. forces maintain the upper hand in contested environments. Moreover, airborne carriers have the potential to support humanitarian operations in disaster-stricken regions. Imagine these flying giants deploying unmanned aircraft to provide rapid crisis response and relief efforts. There are so many advantages to this concept, and as the government continues to put in the work and technology continues to advance, we're excited to see what the future holds for aviation. What do you think of the concept of a flying aircraft carrier? And how many years do you think it'll take before it becomes a reality? Let us know in the comments below.